My name is Jim Brunelle, and I've been going to the cause for, since the beginning. I grew up very insecure. I didn't have any confidence in myself at all. I grew up in a home that was totally void of a father's voice. And I felt like I was weird around other kids, peers my age. It seemed like most of my friends and people I knew had dads. I was like an oddball. And so I constantly felt insecure and just, odd man out. I was raised religious. I was raised a churchgoer. I was brought up in church through junior high school. I went to church every Sunday of my life. And but it was religion, and it had its place. It did set some parameters up when I sowed my wild oats. I didn't go quite as far as I could have, I think, because of my background with church. Oh, I had this weird religious fanatic guy who was a friend of my oldest sister's, and he was just a Jesus freak in my mind. And at the time, I was a drug addict, believe it or not. And he came over to the apartment that I was staying at my sister's house in San Diego, and put his Soul Winner's New Testament next to my brand new stash of weed that I just purchased for a lot of money. And he began telling me about Jesus, and I knew that God was calling me. I had no doubt God was calling me. And my first reaction was, I'm filthy dirty, which I was filthy dirty. I was a horrible man. And I knew that, and so I figured I didn't qualify, and Bob said, you're right, you don't qualify. But he loves you anyways. And so he wouldn't let me go. And I believe he was led by the Spirit of God. He kept pressing me for conversion that day. He would not let me go. And so at the age of 23, I received Christ into my life, and which, of course, because I wasn't a young boy, it brought about radical changes in my life. When Christ came into my life, I was a forgiven man, and I knew it. And I had never had any doubt that I was forgiven, and I had a lot to be forgiven for. He who is forgiven much loves much. The most important thing that I model is my kids know that I seek God daily. It isn't religion to me. This isn't church. I'll just show up at the cause on Sunday and do the church thing. I live my life at home and at work as I do at church. There really is no difference. So my kids see me reading my Bible daily and praying daily. They know that I seek God daily, and that's it's modeling for them what it means to be a follower of Christ.